How to change your life around in a matter of hours. Whether you're fed up with what you're doing now or you want to change something specific about yourself, you can make a decision to change now so that you can enjoy a better, more rewarding life. Sometimes, you just need to take action instead of continuing to pile up dreams without doing anything more about them. Making a big change in a matter of hours may not be possible, but you can at least get started on the path to change. Some things you can do to get started include brainstorming, setting goals, and taking a small step toward your goal. Keep reading to learn more about how to change your life around in a matter of hours. Writing out a plan. Think about your long-term goals. What are your long-term goals? Think about where you see yourself in 10 years. Do you want to be a homeowner? Do you want to be running the company you work at now? Do you want to be married with some kids? Consider whether or not you are moving in the right direction to achieve your long-term goals. If not, you will need to identify some areas for change. Figure out what you'd like to change. Sometimes change is so big and so scary that you don't want to contemplate it at all. But you can do something about that, and you can do it right now. Grab a piece of paper and a pen. Brainstorm and write out your answers to the following questions as quickly as you can. Don't get hung up on grammar, spelling, or punctuation, just write. What's working well in my life right now? List some of the positives about your life as it is right now. To make a change, you need to be aware of what you like as much as you're aware of what you don't like so that you don't end up wrecking the positives in your life. You can also list some of your strengths here so that you know what you have to draw on as you go through the change process. What are the areas of my life I want to change? Do you hate your job? Are you in an unhappy marriage? Write down the parts of your life that are making you really unhappy. Pick out the top 3 to 5 things you'd like to change. Again, quickly and without too much thinking, write down the steps that you can take to make changes. Do not overwork this, there is plenty of time for fine adjustment later. Read everything that you've written. You've just created a quick, personal road map for change. Over time, you can refine this road map. For now, you've broken down those large and looming "it's all too hard to change" feelings and turned them into some concrete steps. Read through what you have written to solidify them in your mind and start working towards these goals. Break larger objectives on your list up into smaller actionable items. Having a large goal like become a millionaire is great as a long-term goal, but it does not give you concrete items to work on. To achieve a goal, you need to break it into smaller, more realistic goals. For example, you could break your large goal of becoming a millionaire into something more manageable like set up a savings account or ask for a raise. These are items that will help to move you closer to your goal and make it seem more manageable. 2. Transform general statements into something more active. For example, instead of writing something generic like "find my passion," pick something actionable and specific. You can instead say, "visit a career coach," or "take an aptitude test." Turn big projects into small to-dos. For instance, instead of writing "find a new job," break it down into steps like update my resume, create a LinkedIn profile, research new companies, or write a letter of resignation. Transform general statements into something more active. For example, instead of writing something generic like "find my passion," pick something actionable and specific. You can instead say, "visit a career coach," or "take an aptitude test." Turn big projects into small to-dos. For instance, instead of writing "find a new job," break it down into steps like update my resume, create a LinkedIn profile, research new companies, or write a letter of resignation. Do something to move towards your goal. After you have reviewed your list of items, figure out what you can easily accomplish in the next 48 hours and do it. To get out of an unhappy relationship, talk to your partner, line up a new place to stay, pack your belongings, or ask friends to help you move. To make yourself more healthy, throw out all of the junk food in your cabinets, join a gym, talk to people who will support you, or get some new sneakers. To move to a new city, find an apartment in the new place, list your current house or condo for sale, start throwing away things you don't want to take with you, or call your friends and relatives to tell them the news.